What up, everybody? This is Carter B. We're gonna talk about movies today. We talk about them every day. Ha ha! Welcome to the Aristotle Full Throttle Show. We're gonna talk about delayed movies today. Movies that ain't come out this year, but they're supposed to come out this year, but they did not come out this year. That's right. I'm from New York. Aristotle yesterday said that he doesn't have any New York characters, but I'm from the Bronx. Ah! But and also Dr. Fauci, that little baby alien, he's from the Brooklyn. He's from King County. But let me just introduce you to somebody. Hey there, you. What are you doing over here with that? What's this set? This set feels like it's coming apart, feels like it's falling down from the edges. Joe Biden, Papa Joe Biden, you crazy. You one crazy person, you know. I noticed that there's no comments up in this yet, but if you're filing into the room, you're watching Aristotle Full Throttle 5 days a week. Brandon, Gaston. How do you even say that name? That's a crazy name. If you're watching this show right now, you're watching it on Instagram. You're watching it on Periscope. Periscope's a thing. You're watching it on YouTube. You're watching it on Twitch. You're watching it on all of the things. You're even watching it on Facebook. That's crazy, the Facebook. I don't understand the things that you're saying. What is even that? What is even going? Oh. What? They're inextricably linked. Whoa. I'm Megan Thee Stallion. I'm savage. Okay? Beyonce is my best friend. Alright? Alright, Becky? I'm gonna mess you up, Becky. What? I can't even. I'm gonna knock. Well, I would not punch a lady. However, that president, I feel like that president, he's on the recovery from the coronavirus. He doesn't seem to be wanting to do anything to preclude other people from catching the virus. He's just a kind of an idiot. Bop, 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 bop. We all must tolerate the sounds, the voices, the constant irritation of the show. Thank you. Welcome to the show, Candyland. Welcome, Ange and O. Welcome. We're just getting warmed up here. It was in that moment Aristotle had the disembodied head of Morgan Freeman on his show. But not only the disembodied head, but the ever-increasing in size head of Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman. You better get busy living, or you'll be busy not living at all. And the president said that he's busy dying in the White House. Hey everybody, howdy Tatiana, welcome to the show. The show has since gotten way worse since you left. The impression of Morgan Freeman is not yet developed. But we're working on it. We're working on it. Oh, man. It appears you need to work harder. Beep boop bop beep. I don't like the impression at all, really. I think you need to work on it. Good God. If this is the way the show is going to start today, I mean, you might as well switch off now. I don't see this show getting any better from here on out. But welcome, everybody, to the Aristotle Full Throttle, I guess, show. Is this a show? Would you even categorize this as a show? Yes, I would, Seth Rogen. I indeed would. Well, you would. You categorize that hat as a show. Anyway, let's get on with it. Hey! Whoa, how about it? Whoa, let's start that again. Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, I've been just doing my hair since 1983. Welcome to the show. Welcome, Tatiana. Welcome back, everybody. Nice to see you. This is the Aristotle Full Throttle program. If you watch it on all the different platforms, you're probably mildly amused, hopefully. That's the goal, really. That's a high expectation I have. Hopefully you're biding your time. Get it? Biding your time? I get it. He gets it. Welcome to the show. Grab your coffee, relax, come hang out with us. Tatiana, you're in the Eastern Bloc, right? What happened? Where have you been? You're migrating all over the planet. Tell us what you've been up to. We want to know here on Aristotle Full Throttle. If you're on Instagram, we have a daily fundraiser for the ACLU to help preserve the American civil liberties. You can donate to that as little as like $1 or $2 or $10 or $100 or $1 billion. You could do that. You could donate to that. You could donate to the show. You could help support the show at patreon.com/AristotleFullThrottle. What we do here is we talk about entertaining things, hopefully. Movies, what's in the news, social issues. We try to raise awareness for some things. Maybe we help try to represent underrepresented groups because there's so many groups. There's such a majority out there. There's like it's almost like it's most of the things out there. There's such a majority. And we want to be a vocal minority. I'm the vocal minority. Maybe that should be the that should be the name of the show. Vocal minorities. That's like a good band name, right? Or an album name. This morning I discovered my phone does not recognize my face anymore. My beard has been engulfing my head. I feel like in The Fly, remember the movie The Fly, when he is slowly devolving into a fly, and then he's got his voice recognition on his computer, and his voice recognition on his computer doesn't recognize his voice anymore as him, as the man he was once. And now, that's like me. I'm the Fly. I'm devolving into Jeff Goldblum. Hopefully. Jeff Goldblum always taking his glasses off. Let's see. Zagreb. I think you spelled it backwards. It's Burgaz. You're from... I was on an island called Hvar. I like Havarti cheese. For 6 weeks. You were on an island for 6 weeks. Did someone send you a life raft? Did you make friends with a ball named Wilson? Did you have to extract one of your own infected teeth with an ice skate? This is what I want to know. Did you grow your beard as long as mine? Maybe. Now you're here for maybe 3 months. What did you do? Did they put you in solitary? Did you up your offense? Never leaving Croatia. Don't leave Croatia. Hey, Balin the Hobbit. Hey, welcome. Subscribe if this is your first time here, please. And like the video. That helps the channel. If you guys are watching on Instagram, support the ACLU. If you're watching on Facebook, you can support the ACLU. I'll put a link in there. And you can catch these reruns of the shows, more compressed episodes, maybe 10-minute versions of the show where they're chopped down by Jen the Fierce, a supporter of the show. She helps make them consumable. Our most recent episode features Ange N.O. from Nolans. We talk about the DCEU. Dig it. You can also, guys, half of my show is just telling you where you can watch the show. You could also get this on Spotify. This podcast is now available on Spotify. It's official. I've been spotted. Fied. And I'm also turning into Spotify. I'm turning into the Fly. Cheers. Brr. This bitch mixed me turtle. You might be turning into a fly, but I turned into a turtle on the day I was born. I'm Mitch McTurtle. I'm the Senate Majority Leader. I'm a turtle mostly. I'm mostly a sea turtle. Now, it's hotter than a cat on a hot tin roof right with my neck. I'm a sea turtle. See? Sea Turtle Howard. See Thomas Howard. No beard. Good. You met Jillian. You met Gillian? Gillian Anderson? We're just easing into it today. Careful, I may need to make an arrest. Bring the music down. I need to speak freely. Welcome back, Tatiana. Welcome back to the program. It is good to see you. Your move. I am a new character on the show. Not sure you have seen me before. I am a cop. I'm Robocoptopus. I'm a cop. I'm a man. I'm a robot. I'm an octopus. I also like to play Parcheesi. I have hobbies. I have passion projects, if you will. I do things on the side. Other than being a cop, it doesn't define me. You know, being a man, being a cop, being an octopus, being a Robocoptopus, that doesn't define me. Okay? There's more to me than that. Let's just say that on the weekends I like to play Parcheesi. Okay? What happened to the music? Music. There it is. Thank you. We need the music. Keep things going. Well, listen. You've seen Robocoptopus. Who hasn't? He's brought to you by... It's trademarked, copywritten, registered, 2020, all rights reserved, brought to you by Chris Janu and Oliver Williams. Your move, creep. Well, whose move is it? Your move, creep. That's what I say when I play Parcheesi. I play my cards, and then I'm like, your move, creep. Because I'm a Robocoptopus, and that's kind of like my catchphrase. You know, I'll say, dead or alive, you are coming with me. But I'll say, dead or alive, we are playing Parcheesi. Your move, creep. But it's really hard to play Parcheesi with someone who's dead. So, usually, that's just an empty threat. I just say, you know, dead or alive, you are coming with me to be intimidating. I'm an intimidating Parcheesi partner player, okay? So, but I won't. There's no deaths involved. If I'm on the beat, sometimes maybe I'll whip out my bad guys and then I'll spin my gun around and put it in my pocket. But most of the time, you know, thinking about Parcheesi. Your move, creep. That's Robocoptopus. Well, let's see what's going on in the news, shall we? This is the part of the show where I write a new song every day, and then we go check out what's in the news, and then we talk about what's in the news, and then we say, hey, today's subject, though, we're talking about delayed movies that are supposed to come out this year, but maybe not until next year, but maybe even not until the year after, because the Batman, they're filming the Batman right now, and it turns out none other than Robert Pattinson, the Batman himself, caught the COVID, so they had to shut that down, and it had been shut down for 6 months because, you know, everything's been shut down. So now they're trying to slowly reopen Hollywood and finish filming stuff, and they've only finished filming 1/4 of the Batman. We watched a trailer for the Batman, and that movie isn't even in existence yet. It's kind of like a pitch. It's kind of like a sizzle reel for Batman. It's like, if this movie was ever filmed, it might look like this. So let's hope it retains some quality, or maintains some level of I don't know. The trailer looked cool. Why does my voice sound funny? I mean, that's just an existential question. Why does that ever sound funny? Let's see. I'm trying to play Led Zeppelin on the piano. Doesn't sound as good unless it's an electric guitar. How does How would that go? Yeah. Das Decent Days on the piano. It's not as cool, I don't think. It's kind of cool. That's the song. Movie days are here again. That's the song for the movies. Okay, let's go. Let's go into the movies. Let's check the trends, everybody. It's kind of crazy, though, don't you think? Kashmir. Kashmir. We can play some Kashmir. Let's see. I have to use my brains. Something like that. Right? It's got to involve one of these notes. I think I nailed it. All right, let's check the trends, everybody. Okay. What's going on in the news? Shall we see? What's going on in the entertainment news? This is what the show is. It's like an entertainment news program, but with like socially conscious stuff. And also we don't like people like what's his name? Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro is a dumb little kid. He's a little boy who doesn't yet have a brain. His brain has not developed into a functioning, fully developed brain. Uh-oh. You could tell you that again. You could say, yeah, you could say that he doesn't even understand what a WAP is. Yeah, I'll tell you that guy, Ben Shapiro, he doesn't understand. Let me tell you something, I know what a WAP is. If what is it? That's wrong answers, probably. WAP. No, that's not what we're talking about, Joe Biden. That's not what we're talking about. That's true. All right. I swear, if they pushed Wonder Woman 84 back on Motown, I'm gonna flip out. Yeah. Originally, Wonder Woman 1984 was supposed to come out in 1984. It's crazy. It's been pushed back almost 50 years. 40. Listen, trending in the news. Hey guys, did you hear about the president? President Koch. Imagine Ed Koch ran for president. The president caught COVID. Did you hear about that? Did you guys know that the president caught COVID? I heard that, yeah, he really gets it, he really gets the COVID. It's probably because he didn't wear a mask. That's a really important observation you've made there, Freeze. I think you're right. Batman, the president himself has been going around saying, don't wear a mask. Don't be afraid of COVID. And then he goes and catches COVID. That's like irony. Yes. Freeze. That is the definition of irony. All of us watching the president actively denying reality while reality catches up with him. Yeah, man, that's crazy. He sounds kind of like a dumb guy, Batman. Bane. Bane, you snuck up on me. That's I could barely see you there.
Batman, can you see me? This is Bane.
Yes, Bane. Played famously by Tom Hardy. Why are you so tiny? I could hardly see you.
Yes, Batman, I'm Tom Hardly can see me.
I always like that pun. We say it like every day.
Batman, Tom hardly can see me. This is my ruse. I'm kind of like the coronavirus. I kind of sneak up on you. You kind of can't see me until I'm right up in your face.
Well, it turns out I have coronavirus repellent in my utility belt here. Inside my flask, actually, it's just gin. Alright. Yeah, they're gonna keep pushing those movies back. What's trending? National Coaches Day. Why is every day a national day? There's only 365 possible national days that we can have. Except there's gotta be multitudes now. Why do people... this is a serious question. Are people just arbitrarily naming days? Like, could I say, today is National Guitar Pick Day. Get your guitar picks out. Put them on your foreheads. National Guitar Pick Day, everybody. Where's your guitar pick? How are you celebrating guitar picks today? I place them upon my forehead to demonstrate my support for all guitar picks everywhere. Guitar picks have had it rough. I particularly if they're my guitar pick, because I lose guitar picks constantly. I just lost that one. I don't even understand. I don't know where it went. My friend he bought me a guitar pick maker where I can just I could use it to create guitar picks out of damn near anything. And I do, in fact. Use it to make damn near anything. Oops. I'm like closing up things right now. I'm closing many things because my computer is running slower than it ought to. And now I'm doing that. But I'll tell you one thing or another. All right. Let's do that. It's hard out here for the pick life. The pick life struggle's real. I don't know. I feel like every day is an inane day. Inane National Inanity Day. That's today. National Today don't mean nothing day. Today don't mean crap day. National Nothing Day. Today we don't do anything and we don't even acknowledge that it's a day. That's today. All right, well, national coaches. Do you have any favorite coaches? I didn't really like... I don't know. I liked Craig T. Nelson. Number 2, I'm voting for. Hashtag I'm voting for. Well, I'll tell you who I'm voting for. I just got my absentee ballot in the mail yesterday, and I'm going to mail it out today because vote early, vote often, vote for Joe Biden with your vote. Vote for Joe Biden, the guy who hopefully will survive this mess. Hopefully he can survive until January 20th. Because, good golly, we need this guy in the White House. We need a guy to be boring. We need a guy who doesn't want to be in our brain every 2 seconds all of the time because the president currently is a narcissist, the one that we have. He just wants to be in our consciousness constantly because he feeds off of the souls of attention. He feeds... it was in that moment that we understood that I'm going to float away here. I'm just going to float away off to the side of the screen here. Lo and behold, we have a president in the United States who just needs to feed off of your attention. He likes to hog your attention. Einwohnerhötzhog. He is a pig. He is a swine. He likes to root around in your mental state, in your brain. He likes to take up residence in your consciousness. We need him to go away. We need him to hide in the cave. I'm not saying I would like him for him to die, but he definitely needs to stop. He needs to go away. I'm just saying, you know, he's kind of like a giant. He's like the most annoying sound in the world. Like Jim Carrey. We need that remote. Just like Angelo says. We need to shut him off. Just to stop him for like 5 minutes. It's been exhausting. This is why I've retreated into the belly of the rock biter. In the cave of forgotten dreams.
Have you ever had a dreams, man? That guy, I feel like if I could just swallow Donald Trump whole, I would take the hit. I would swallow the guy and make sure that he just stayed in my stomach, as if I was like the Sarlacc pit in Star Wars, The Return of the Jedi. Except it was never called The Return of the Jedi. Hashtag. We're just talking about devouring the president live. And we should just really just consume him whole. We should probably... Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it just be phenomenal if he could just go away? Just somehow instantly just disappear and vanish? That would be wonderful, wouldn't it? These look like big, strong democracy, doesn't it? But the president, nothing, is destroying everything, and all we have to do is vote for Joe Biden. Vote for Joe. This will save the nothing. Bastian, why don't you vote for Joe? All you have to do is vote for Joe. Bastian. I'm talking to you, Bastian. Symbolically, I mean everybody. Everybody vote for Joe. Vote for Joe and this nightmare can be over. Yeah, you could like switch this TV. You could switch this show off and then this nightmare could be over.
Number 3, Infinite Jest. That's trending right now. Jokes about types of guys who like Infinite Jest are picking up again, but some think the bit is tired. Uh-oh.
You know, speaking of tired bits, I think you need some new bits. I keep showing up and I keep saying kind of the same thing every day about the show. I do not like it. I don't like the show. I've made that abundantly clear. And I normally I seem like kind of a jovial, nice guy, and but I cannot say that I like the show.
Oink, 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 oink. We all realized then in a moment that the show was in dire need of repair. A show like this has never existed before and probably will never exist again. But you really need to work on the impression of my voice in order to sell this bit. What is the Infinite Jest? Awful lot of Infinite Jest discourse happening in this morning on the media platform is so addictive it literally engrosses people until they lose their minds and are consumed by it entirely. Infinite Jest and Kid A. What is Infinite Jest? Can someone explain to me what the hell is Infinite Jest? Is that like a rapper's name? Because that sounds like a lot of jokes. Sounds like a infinite jest. 1996 novel by American writer David Foster Wallace. The novel is widely noted for its unconventional narrative structure and its experimental use of endnotes. Cool. How long is one breath of Seth Rogen's laugh? Uh-oh. Wait.
Man, you're like super tiny, and my head has grown to the size of the screen almost.
Seth Rogen, will you join me? I need your help. I need the size of your head. Your head is ginormous. I need your help in defeating Batman. Mr. Freeze is kind of like a wild card. I feel like Mr. Freeze doesn't really want to be my friend, but Seth, you hate this show as much as I do. And you hate Batman as much as I do too.
I mean, I don't really hate anything, but if I had the ability to hate, it would definitely be this show. One of my breaths, Shy-Tang, to answer your question, one of my breaths is, it's like a whole room full. Like, I can inhale an entire room full of weed. I smoke a lot of weed. I am Seth Rogen. I'm known for that. Turns out I have my own weed company. Hopefully Aristotle's dead by now.
I'm not dead. I'm just a little lightheaded. That's how long, Shy. I don't know if you had your timer set, but that's how long. That's how. Jokes are funny when you just keep doing them. There's a joke arc. It goes like, it's not funny. Even if a joke is not funny, it's not funny, it's not funny. And then it's like, oh, I get the humor. It's a little bit funny. And then you just keep going, right? And you're like, this is dumb, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. And then it becomes absurd, and then it gets really funny. So I'm just hoping that this show becomes really funny at some time, because it's mostly stupid. It's just all stupid. Mr. Al, how many breaths does it take to get to the center? A 1, a 2, dead. Acuna? What does that mean? Michelle Obama, she out there like, vote for Joe Biden. Michelle Obama should be like the queen of the show. I might be able to do a Michelle Obama impression. Way better than... If you can do a Michelle Obama impression, please come on the show. Be on this show. Let's see if we could get some Michelle Obamas. I think that this one is a good one. Hold on. We'll go get some Michelle Obama. She likes to talk like this. She has a funny way of wrapping up everything she says and what she's doing. She probably gets that from... I bet you Barack gets that from her. Look. Here we go. Let's see. Well, maybe we'll save that one for tomorrow. It's too difficult right now. My brain, it's basted in coffee. I was up early this morning. Guys, are you excited about The Matrix 4? Are you excited about Ghostbusters 4? These are all coming out like in 2022 now. They were supposed to come out this year, earlier this year. The Batman was supposed to come out next year, but it did not come out next year. It did not come out next year. So we got to see what's going on with these movies. What are they even doing? I don't even understand what the movie... Like, I've kind of given up... I've not given up on the film industry. The film industry has given up on Hollywood itself, the actual location of Hollywood. It feels like the film industry is not any longer concerned with filming here. Do you know what I mean? Well, that is to say that they're mostly in Atlanta right now. Most of the stuff that we're filming is in Atlanta. I don't know. I don't really want to move to Atlanta. It seems very hot. I've been to Atlanta. Have you been to Atlanta? It's hot. Yeah, we could get some Michelle Obama up in the presidency. I'm just really curious as to what's going on in this world right now. Is the president even sick? Is he about his illness? There are 30 people. Let's just take a little bit of inventory right now. What the F is going on? The president's walking up steps out of breath. So I don't know. Sucks. He just keep pumping him up fuller. Fuller, fuller, fuller. It's like Fuller House up in his butt. And apparently coming straight for us. Oh, good God, Ange. Be safe. Be careful. I can't believe they've recycled through the entire alphabet already. We're... this species of humans, we're just kind of ruining it. Stay safe out there. Be careful. And they are rooting around in it. In their own filth. We are destroying ourselves. We are hogging the planet. We are pigs. It is truly unfortunate that we are destroying this one planet that we have. I encourage you all to go to a cave and stay there. Fix that. Quit. I'm gonna quit all of the internet, all of the things that are using the internet right now. That should have improved. That should have improved the connection. Or is the connection better now? Let me know. Please verify. Please verify. Okay. Cool. There you go. Sorry. Sorry about the connection. I was, for some reason, uploading something in the background, and that was not a wise choice. How's it now? Seems good. Okay, cool. Yeah. Turns out bandwidth is a real thing. The bandwidth struggle is real. Welcome, everybody. It seems that Seth Rogen is able to keep laughing indefinitely. This is the Carl Weathers Predator. Hey, there's the Predator. The Predator is in the forecast, as he always is. Sometimes you can hardly see him, and then sometimes he fades into reality. This is crazy. This is Predator. He scares me every day. This is the Carl Weathers Predator Weathers Report featuring Cardi B. I know that's a long time. Hey, the Predator. The Carl Weathers Predator Weathers Report featuring Cardi B. I know that's a long title, and it's a long introduction every single time, but just get used to it. Remember Rocky IV? I was like, "You as tough as nails." And then Rocky was like, "Yo, I don't know if I could eat those." And I was like, "What you talking about, Rocky?" And he's like, "Snails. I don't know if I could eat snails." And I was like, "Nails. Nails, Rock. You've been punched in the head way too many times, Rock." Anyway, it's going to be 75 to golden sunshine. Clear skies. Stay safe, everybody. Look, watch out for Hurricane Delta. The Delta's coming to the Delta. Watch out. Be careful, Ange. Be careful. Good thing we fixed the internet. The bandwidth struggle is real. It seems that Seth Rogen will be laughing the entire show. Let's just try to avoid him because his laugh is antagonistic and we don't like to hear it because we've got a very sensitive ego. But I've got a very stiff drink in my flask if you want to share. That's okay, Batman. I got my own. Oh man, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Batten down the hatches. One of the best places in the country is New Orleans. It's rife with, rich with culture, food and drink, music, people. The people there are wonderful. So be safe, be careful, okay? Tornadoes. Uh-oh. Someone told you didn't get tornadoes in Arizona? No, you get them. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you never know though, Ange, because sometimes people don't take the warning seriously, and then, you know, I mean, you know better than the rest of us, I'm sure. I grew up in a tornado alley also on Long Island, and we got every like 8 years or so, we would get a real bad one. Maybe every 10 years or so, there's one that comes through that just kind of ruins everything. It's not good. Which is funny, because, you know, I live in a place right now where there's frequent earthquakes. In fact, there were dozens and dozens, 80 to 100 earthquakes last week just in the Inland Empire. You guys looking forward to Dune? The Muad'Dib, the Kwisatz Haderach, Dune. Denis Villeneuve is doing the Dune movie. It looks good. Here's the thing. I know that Jodorowsky, the guy who was supposed to make Dune in the 70s, he's had some bad things to say about this new Dune. He saw the preview and he didn't really like it. It was supposed to come out, I think, now-ish, but they postponed it. It's going to be split into 2 movies. I guess it's going to be like 5 hours long of movie. Yeah, Dune doesn't come out till next year. These are all the movies that are delayed. They were supposed to I think it was supposed to come out this year, but now it's been pushed back. So these are the movies. I know Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 were supposed to come out on the same day. Could you imagine Keanu going up against Keanu? Who's gonna win? Keanu wins either way. Always, he just wins either way. Keanu versus Keanu. We evacuated from Katrina, and then a week later, tornado. Good God. Ange, be safe, okay? Don't take it lightly. What's going on with my music here? I'm confused. Yeah, but it seems to think half Dune hasn't been greenlit. The second half of Dune hasn't been greenlit. That's weird. Did they have to go back and film the second half? Because I thought they were filming it all at once as one big 10-hour movie, and then they were going to just chop it up. You know how they did, like, say, Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2, which is one big movie, but I like that they are distinct movies. I think that Quentin Tarantino deliberately filmed just that intro to Kill Bill Volume 2, where Beatrix Kiddo, or the bride, she kind of gets you up to speed while she's driving her convertible down the projected background freeway. She's like, I'm gonna go, I did all of this in the first half of the movie, or the first movie, and now I'm gonna go Kill Bill still. Kill Bill still. That should be Kill Bill 3. Kill Bill still. Kill Jill. Should be the third one. Ooh, the Postal Service. That's guys, I got my ballot in the mail. Get your ballot ready. Get your ballot, fill it out. Vote for Joe Biden. Do it. Do it now. Do it early. Do it. Go to things. Go do the things. I got my ballot. Go get your ballot. Look, feels like there's an earthquake here on Instagram. Guys, if you're just joining us on Instagram, you can support the ACLU. Because that's going to be our last resort if we have another term with this current president. That's it. That's it. R.I.P. America. But I don't know. Am I like confused? Am I on the wrong side of history? Am I thinking like, is this the natural course of events right now that we're supposed to just descend into a dictatorship? The United States hasn't been around long enough to stay, you know, the democratic experiment of the United States has not been around long enough to fail. So maybe it's just in time. You know, every now and then there's a guy that comes along like the current megamaniacal, evil, narcissistic narcissist in chief. Every now and then a guy like this comes along, and you gotta recognize him. You gotta be like, hey, this is like the worst type of personality to be in charge of anything. We need to vote against this. But remember, you're always voting for something. You're not voting against. Stop with the voting against. When people tell me that they voted for Donald Trump the last presidential election because they wanted to vote against Hillary, that's not how a vote works. You vote for things. Your vote is applied for something. So what you did is you voted for Donald Trump. You didn't vote against anyone. So that's how it works. I understand that it's a common expression. I understand that's how people think of it. It's really not how you think of it. If you don't want either of them to win, write in Mickey Mouse. Write in... write in... You can even write in Werner Herzog. I would gladly be on the ballot as your presidential candidate. The nominee for all swine everywhere. I would be very happy. Please support the ACLU. If you are on Instagram, we have raised many hundreds of dollars for the ACLU with this horrible program, this silly show in which we accomplish basically nothing.
You can say that again.
Get out of here, Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen still laughing. He's still laughing. That is one breath. Shy Tang, to answer your question earlier, how long can Seth Rogen laugh on one breath? He has been going strong for 10 minutes now. He is still laughing. Let's check it. Let's just check in with Seth Rogen, see how he's doing.
Turns out that Seth Rogen is still laughing. Still laughing on, whoa, hey, this is the Carl Weathers Predators weather report. It looks like predators are in the weather.
Oh no, look out! This check out the predator. The predator and I wear the same clothes. We got the same dress on. Look at his nails too. We get our nails done at the same place.
You could say that again, Cardi B. But I wouldn't say that ever again if I were you. Clear skies. Chance of rain. Stay safe out there.
Always good to check in with the Carl Weathers Predator Weathers report featuring Cardi B. I don't know. It's getting crazy over there. Guys, watch out. Carl Weathers might knock you out with some weather.
This is the Carl Weathers Predator Weathers Reports featuring Cardi B. And I'll tell you, I'll knock you out with a haymaker. If you've ever made hay. Wait.
Hey, who's talking about a haymaker? I'll knock you out over there with a haymaker. You guys over here, I'll take you behind the weather report. I'll take you inside, outside the ring. I'll take you on any time.
You just be careful. Watch your mouth there.
I'll knock you guys out into outer space. There's way too many things going on here. Seth Rogen's still laughing. Guys, what other movies are coming out? The Matrix 4. I don't even understand what they're going to do with The Matrix 4. They really seem to like hammer it home with The Matrix. It seemed like Matrix was done. Keanu trying to wrap up all of his series. Fun to watch. The Titanic. You were bawling loud in the theater. Were you crying about the Titanic? Heard it was a true story. I heard that was true. It really was true, the Titanic. Did you know that? Yeah, the Titanic was kind of difficult to watch when I first saw it. And that's not just because of, wait, time out. Oh my God. Time out a second. Hang on. Wait a second. My mom just sent me a message. Eddie Van Halen died. Wait a second. Let me refresh what's going on here. Good God. What did he die from? Eddie Van Halen died? He was too young to die. Oh, I'm sick. I'm sick to my stomach. Really sad, guys. Oh, it's going to hit me. Eddie Van Halen has passed away, guys. This is, you're hearing it here first. Eddie Van Halen died. Wow. Guitarist and co-founder of the band Van Halen died Tuesday of cancer, according to his son. Wow. Yeah, I think he was fighting cancer for a long time. That's really crappy. Guys, let's all take a moment for Eddie Van Halen to remember the wonderful music that he's brought us. He did have those tongue cancer issues. Yeah. Wow. That's sad. I'm really sad about this, guys. Eddie Van Halen's a hero of mine. Let me tell you something about Eddie Van Halen. I remember when I was a kid, there was a school assembly, and they brought a laser light show to my school. This is in Islip, New York. This was in the auditorium at Sherwood Elementary School. And I was sitting there, and they brought a laser light show to the school. And they played the song Jump. And it was like a laser light show of David Lee Roth jumping and Eddie Van Halen playing the guitar. It was like kind of scenes from the music video. And I was like, this is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen and heard. Granted, I was like 7 or 8 years old. But I'll tell you what, it left an impression. Man, let's all remember Eddie Van Halen. I'm sick. I'm dizzy. I'm sick to my stomach. I'm very sad about this. Wow. I can't. Let me just check in with some of my friends here, see what they're talking about. I bet you they're already. Good God. Yeah. 2020 is probably the worst year that has ever happened. Welcome to 2020. Can't get any worse than this. Still got 2.5 months to go. I'll tell you something else about Eddie Van Halen. As a guitar player, there are things I've learned how to play on guitar that mesmerize and make me... I still work them out. I still try to work them out. I still try to figure out how to play some of these things on the guitar because he's a lifetime study. He was a guy who always was trying to improve upon himself. Every time I've seen him play, every time I would watch any footage of Eddie Van Halen play, he would always get better. He always got better even toward the end. It was just crazy. In college, when I was like 18 or 19, a friend of mine, Tim Hill, he gave me a book. I still have it. Still have it somewhere. He gave me a Van Halen tablature guitar book. Now, I'd only been playing guitar for a few years, maybe, like formally. I've been playing guitar since I was very young, but formal lessons I got so I'd probably been playing guitar for about 5 years at that point, which was a good time to start. You can learn this stuff earlier, but I went through this guitar tablature book to try to uncrack the code for Eddie Van Halen. And I learned a lot about how to play guitar just from that dude, from the stuff that he would play. And to this day, one of the best gifts I ever got was that book, that guitar tablature book, because I went through it. I poured over every little piece of, how could he possibly be doing all of this? How could he possibly be reinventing the guitar like he has? What are the things that, Eddie Van Halen has contributed to humanity? He's contributed to art and culture. He contributed to my lexicon of what I do on the guitar. There's so much stuff I think about when I'm playing guitar that is influenced by Eddie Van Halen. I mean, you can't really be a guitar player without... I guarantee you there are no guitar players out there that haven't done their rounds with Van Halen. Because you need to. It's education. It's educational. You'll learn how much more you can squeeze out of a guitar when you emulate the style in which Eddie Van Halen used to play and create. You learn so much more about the instrument. You learn so much more about music. And I will always remember, I will always value that. Incredible musician, incredible songwriter. Sorry to see him go. It's really a tough year, man. This is a tough one. Yeah. I don't know. I've got nothing more to say. I'm just stunned. I mean, he was only 65. Still an incredible musician. The world will never see the likes of Eddie Van Halen again. We've gotten people before him. We got Jimi Hendrix. Every decade has their guitar virtuoso. Has their guitar influence. And some transcend. I mean, Eddie Van Halen, late 70s, all the 80s, greatest guitar player, hands down. And then you've got more inventive guitar players. Here's the thing about Eddie. He was a inventive guitar player. Jimi Hendrix reinvented the guitar. Eddie Van Halen reinvented it one more time again. And then you've got people like Tom Morello, who reinvented it and saw the guitar from other angles. And now there's just so much technologically involved with electric guitars that you can kind of create any sound you want. But these are three iconic guitar players who just took the instrument and saw how to squeeze all sorts of sounds out of it. Yeah. Eddie, man. Here's a fun one. Eddie Van Halen plays the solo on Michael Jackson's Beat It. And it's one take. Famously, that knocking before the solo starts, you can hear some knocking in the background. That's the engineer just knocking on the door or something like that. But Eddie Van Halen, the song Beat It was just the riff. Well, it actually wasn't even the riff. The song Beat It was just the song. And then Eddie Van Halen was like, this needs like a riff. And Eddie Van Halen wrote that riff for the song, which is one of the hookiest riffs ever. And then the guitar solo is just one solid take straight through. And you ain't gonna see that again. You ain't gonna see someone that dexterous. This hurts like Prince. Yeah, it does. Last great virtuosos. Who, here's the thing about Eddie Van Halen and people like him, is that he was musically talented. He's not just skilled at the instrument, he's musically talented. So if you listen to the movements, if you listen to the music, if you listen to the chords and the arrangements that he does, it's like musical talent. It's an understanding and appreciation. He's a classically trained musician, and it's an appreciation and understanding and a raising and elevating of music itself and pop music, rock music. He was showing us, he was legitimizing rock music and popular rock music in such a way that I don't think we'll ever see again. I don't think rock music will ever be elevated to that legitimate standard of musicianship and catchiness. You know what I mean? And that's the one thing I really enjoyed about him, as opposed to, like, say, John Petrucci from Dream Theater. Yeah, I'm going to crap on John Petrucci. I don't like him. He just plays lots of notes. He plays lots of notes really fast all day. Just like, listen how fast I can play notes. The musical value to that is very low, in my opinion. When you've got Eddie Van Halen playing Eruption, there's lots of notes really fast, but it's a beautiful musical piece. And we're going to listen to that right now because we're going to this is a tribute to Eddie Van Halen now. This show has suddenly become a tribute to Eddie Van Halen. But we're going to listen to that. What happened? Why you ruin my flow, YouTube? Come on, let's start that again. There we go. Because everybody's playing it right now. Rhythm. Untouchable. Man, I'm affected. That's painful. This is painful. Gone, but not forgotten. Thank God for all those recordings that he left us. Always recording, always upping his game, always getting better at what he did. Always showing us that there's no limit. There's no limit to what you can do. Just keep pushing yourself. People get sick. People die. And why they all gotta get sick and die in 2020 and not the president? Come on. 2020, just give us one thing to cap it. Just give us one good thing to cap this year, please. I know. You know, there was so much drama between Eddie Van Halen. So much drama between Eddie and Sammy and Dave. Yeah. Wow, the world has lost Eddie Van Halen. I met Alex Van Halen once. I mean, I'm trying to just dig deep here to find out. I met Alex Van Halen a few years ago. It was the coolest thing. We were sitting at a table at a restaurant at night in the valley in Woodland Hills on Ventura Boulevard. Just sitting at a restaurant. And I look over And there's Alex Van Halen. This is Alex Van Halen. He looks like a lot like Ricky Riffs. This is Ricky Riffs. Alex Van Halen. Very smiley, hair slicked back, sunglasses on at twilight. Because that's Alex Van Halen for you. And I met him, and I Googled. I was like, this has got to be him. Because it's Alex Van Halen. I grew up on Van Halen, and he's a little bit older now. And I looked him up, and sure enough, there's a picture of him and his wife, and right next to us was him sitting with his wife. And then on his way out, I said, "Excuse me, Mr. Van Halen. I am a huge fan of you and your brother, and your music that you've given us." So that was like a nice moment for me. Somewhere there exists a picture that I took surreptitiously of him. But I got to tell Alex Van Halen, and he was just smiling. And he was nice, and I didn't bother him for a picture, but I think he was waiting for me to ask for a picture. He was just kind of like, "Hey, cool, yeah, you want," but I just didn't want to bother him with a picture. But I just wanted to tell him, I said, "You and your brother are huge influences on me, and I've appreciated your music my whole life." And I got to say that to Alex Van Halen. And I hope my heart goes out to Alex Van Halen and his son, and Eddie Van Halen's son Wolfgang, and all the members of Van Halen. You know, all the members of their families. Eddie Van Halen is not just a loss to the world, but he's obviously a loss to the people in his life. And he was a huge influence on his son, Wolfgang Van Halen, who is also a phenomenal musician, guys. The apple don't fall far from the tree. Eddie Van Halen, his son Wolfgang, is super. Yeah, exactly. Is this hella talented? Yeah. Wolfgang is an insane bass player, guys. Check out the album they came out with like 10 years ago, or they came out with a couple new songs, and Wolfgang is playing on those songs. And listen to his bass, because if you're Wolfgang, you're like, you know what? My dad's Eddie Van Halen. I'm gonna play bass, okay? I'm gonna come over here and be like the best bass player ever. My dad's the best guitar player ever. I'm not even gonna try that. I'm gonna go over here in my lane and be the best, one of the sickest bass players out there. And Wolfgang Van Halen, his progeny, he seems like a good kid. I mean, he's probably 30 by now. He's a lot older, but he joined Van Halen when he was 15 years old and was a sick, dope ass musician. Son of Eddie Van Halen and Valerie Bertinelli. So my heart goes out to Wolfgang, and we were left with great music, and let's celebrate that music. Let's be blasting Van Halen all week, okay? Let's tribute, let's appreciate. Guys, there's no limit. Go for it. Get it. Get out there. Be safe, Ange. If you want to get good at something, take it from Eddie Van Halen, who was also, his mom was a classical musician, instructor, teacher, pianist. So Eddie Van Halen grew up playing piano, and his mom would like hit him on the knuckles. Play better. She's a Dutch lady. Van Halen, And she used to rap him on the knuckles when he made a mistake, so maybe move toward achieving. You can do it. I know that we were supposed to talk about delayed movies, but talking about Eddie Van Halen means a lot to me. He's a musician who meant a lot to me. It's hugely influential. And guys, well, we did it again. We've made it to the end of the hour. It's hard. 2020 is hard, man. It's hard to get to an end of an hour, because once you get to the end of that hour, 10 more things that are horrible have happened. So just keep moving forward. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Hopefully I could be a motivational speaker your motivational speaker living in a van down by the river. I will be living in a van down by the river soon enough. But it'll be okay because I'll still have music in my heart and in my head. And influences such as the late, great Eddie Van Halen. Guys, go gently into that good night. I will see you tomorrow on Aristotle Full Throttle. And just take a moment to reflect. Life can go away. Life can be a struggle. People could fight disease for years and years and die. Hopefully the president follows suit. Anyway, I'm Aristotle Full Throttle, your bro with the fro, and I'll see you tomorrow.